everyone. We have gathered here today for the 28th Convocation at IILM. We have about 57 graduates who would be receiving their degree today. I welcome all for this solemn occasion. I also welcome our director, Dr. V. Chandra, our guest of honor, Mr. Dhruv Chadda, and Professor Rahul Mishra, who would be conferring the award. I, Dr. Seema Sahai, Dean of the Postgraduate Program, request your permission, ma'am, to declare the convocation open. I declare the convocation open. I now invite Dr. Chandra to address the August gathering.
Thank you, Dr. Seema. Guest of honor, Mr. Dhruv Chadda. Chairperson, Mrs. Malvika Rai. I think Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Dwarkanath hasn't yet come, okay? Members of the Board of Governors, respected parents, fellow faculty colleagues, dear students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it's a proud moment for all of us. My dear graduating batch, congratulations. The day has finally come. You have worked hard for it, and this is the day you have waited for. Yeah? You have earned it. On behalf of my IILM fraternity, I congratulate you and extend a very warm welcome to each one of you. Our association with you started 2 years back and is going to last a lifetime. The bond only becomes stronger as you graduate out and become our distinguished alumni, our brand ambassadors. We're grateful to all the parents assembled here and also those who were not able to make it for whatever reasons, for the trust and confidence imposed on us by choosing IILM over the very many other options you have had. Now, for today's event, 57 students from this campus are being conferred their diplomas in management. Students and faculty efforts are well reflected in the placement figures. 96 companies have opened for placements at Lodi Road campus from various sectors like consulting, IT, banking, financial services, FMCG, retail, real estate, etc., etc., etc. Maximum offers came from the banking sector. Some of the prominent companies that opened up from Lodi Road campus include Accenture, KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers, HDFC, L'Oreal, CB Richard Ellis, Proviti, Panasonic, HSBC, Wipro, the list is huge. Federal Bank, JICAs, there's so many of them, yeah? Multiple profiles were opened by companies like Gartner, Reliance Retail, Proviti. 32 students opted for campus placements. The highest national package offered for this batch comes from Federal Bank, which is 13.58, closely followed by HSBC. We have had one international placement offer by Dubai-based company Kimji Ramdas. Overall, the average CTC has been 8 lakhs. It's heartening to note that an equally good number of students had an entrepreneurial bent of mind and chose to either join their family business or venture into their own startups. As you graduate out from this temple of learning into the world of work, I just have one suggestion for you. Let the learning not stop here. Yeah? The world of work that's in store for you has a plethora of opportunities. Opportunities for those who are able to think critically, opportunities for those who are able to ask those relevant questions, opportunities for those who are able to adapt to the changing business needs. So keep learning, keep exploring, you can actually shape the career the way you want it, right? With this, I wish you all the very best. Do stay in touch. It's your alma mater. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your motivating and thoughtful address. I now request Dr. Chandra, Mr. Dhruv Chadda, and Professor Rahul Mishra to kindly come forward to confer the degree. Please come forward. Ma'am, I now present the candidates for the postgraduate diploma in management of IILM who qualify for the diploma. I request that they may please be awarded the diploma. Aishwarya Sasi, Akshat Jain, Amisha Bora, Ananya Gupta, Ankit Singh, Anurag Singhal, Aryan, Ashif Javed, Atishay Jain, Bhavya Agarwal, Chetan Joshi, Chitra Singhal, Daksh Lamba, Geetika Sharma, Huzaifa Malik, Ishita Sabarwal, Kangan Kohli, Katyayani Soin, Mitali Singh, Muskan Agarwal, Muskan Kohli, Neha Handa, Nupur Maheshwari, Rashi Bansal, Rishabh Jain, Rishabh Sharma, Rohan Gupta, what happened? Rohan Gupta, Sagar Yadav, Sanchit Jain, Saurav Gupta, Shifali Saxena, Shivam Sahai, Shivi Gupta, Shruti Mathur, Shyam Darolia. Please keep on clapping for all the graduates. Simran Agarwal, Srishti Negi, Sumant Chambia, Swarnab Mala Wuzar Barua, Vaibhav Jaiswal, Mahipal Singh Rathor, Aditya Daral, Khushi Solanki, Tushar Rana, Mohit Yadav, Amarjot Singh, congratulations to all who have received the diploma right now. Was there a latecomer? Okay, sorry, we have 5 more who came in just now. Anurag Singhal, he has got it. What's your name? Tanya Sharma. Show the name. Okay. Tarun. So congratulations, everyone. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. We have a tradition of giving the Best Faculty Award to the faculty in recognition for their outstanding contribution. The award is decided on the basis of teaching feedback and student voting. I request Dr. Chandra and Mr. Dhruv Chadda to come forward to award the faculty. The Best Faculty Award for Core Module for the batch 2021-23 goes to Dr. Himanshu Sharma. Congratulations, Dr. Himanshu. Would you like to say a few words of wisdom to the students? Ma'am, one more.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for this support. Okay, so, yeah, silence. So it is said that Swami Vivekananda said that gurus are the candles who enlighten everyone by burning themselves. So good afternoon, everyone, all the faculties, all the people from the management, and all the students. I would like to thank everyone for supporting me and recognizing my hardship during all your PhD journey. I wish you all the best and hope you all excel in your future. Thank you.
Ma'am and sir, for one more award. the Best Faculty Award, the Best Faculty Award for elective module for the batch 2021-23 goes to Dr. Shruti Gill. Congratulations, Dr. Shruti. Can you please speak a few words?
All right, today is a big day for you. Congratulations, class of 2023. Give a big round of applause to yourself. This is your moment. More than us, this is your moment. So as you've touched a milestone today, so have I, of completing 4 years here at IILM. Today, 22nd July. So thank you so much for this honor and recognition. And I think my journey from that seat onto this stage is only because of each one of you. You are the reason that I stand today. Thank you so much.
I request Dr. Shivani to kindly introduce the alumni.
Good afternoon to everyone. It's a moment of pride and honor to recognize our distinguished alumnus, Mr. Dhruv Chadda, who is gracing us the guest of honor for this auspicious ceremony. Mr. Dhruv Chadda is an accomplished professional in the field of talent acquisition, currently serving as the Vice President at BlackRock in Gurgaon. In his current role, he leads the hiring efforts for the investment business in the APAC region, as well as oversees the India campus program and recruitment for leadership positions across the region. Before joining BlackRock, Dhruv excelled as a consultant in the executive search domain, dedicating over 6 years of hiring senior leaders across various industries. His diverse background also includes an MBA in marketing and finance from IILM, following his bachelor's in biotechnology. Furthermore, he has pursued an HR certification program from Cornell University in the United States. We are immensely proud of Mr. Dhruv Chadda's accomplishments and the way of represents the values and excellence of our institution. His success and achievements serve as an inspiration to all our students and aspiring professionals. Now I request Professor Chandra and Professor Rahul Mishra to honor Mr. Dhruv Chadda. Now I would request Mr. Dhruv to say a few words of wisdom to the graduating batch.
Thank you, Shivani ma'am. I don't think I'm all the things that you said I was, but next time I am writing my own CV, I'm going to send it to you. You make it sound so much better. And thank you for the introduction. This auditorium, I think it brings back so many memories for me. The last time I was here was 12 years back, debating my heart out at the Vivekanand Memorial Debate Competition, where I was, I think, debating against some of the finest speakers I had ever met in my life. So in case the next batch, if you like debating, that is the competition to be in. So in case you missed my name is Dhruv. I work for BlackRock. And I can see some nervous energy here, especially on this side of the auditorium. And I had the same, trust me, 12 years back. I wanted to take on the world. I was so full of ideas, as I'm sure all of you are. Now, before I give you those words of wisdom that Dr. Khurana was talking about, I want to take you down memory lane for just a bit. If you can, please indulge me a little. Now, remember the time when you were all in school writing with pencils and you wanted to kind of graduate to writing with pens because you thought it was better. Think about the time when you actually wished you could drive to office or drive to college, right? When you were just maybe going to school walking, or you were just using your cycles or whatever. And for some of the boys out there, remember the first time you wanted to shave, right? Now, please spend a few seconds thinking about that. How do those things feel now? Pretty normal, right? The point I'm making is that even though you didn't know what exactly future held for you, or how those things or those small activities would end up becoming a regular part of your life, you still believed that they would be better, right? You had that belief, and you wanted to believe that that's a step up for you. In your heads, you were all going, hey, that sounds pretty cool, I want to do that, right? You believed that it was going to be fun. And that's the kind of belief I would recommend all of you to have for what lies ahead. You got to here now in this nice auditorium with all your fancy diplomas and degrees, but don't let all this glitter and all these lights fool you. This is not the end of a movie, of a grand movie that you were part of for the past 2 years. This is just the end of Act 1. Act 2 is beginning now, and it requires a lot of effort from all of you. Now, I'm sure most of you come from diverse backgrounds and have probably had very different life experiences from each other. Your life experiences, your choices, and the effort you put in has landed you where you are today. I'm sure most of you worked very hard. Despite the blank faces, I'm sure some of you actually worked hard. For the others, even though, show some excitement, even if it is for the after party that you're planning after the ceremony, right? I'm sure you have excitement as well. Now, I want you to all remember this feeling of accomplishment. It is moments like these that will fuel your next years of efforts, right? I want you to have that belief that in case you really strive for something, the future will be beautiful, rewarding, and fulfilling for all of you. So what can I tell you that you don't already know, right? First, there are 3 learnings, actually, just 3 that I want to share. First, things do not get easy with time, right? But you get better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. These life experiences, the choices that you make, and your own attitude will determine how soon you become better at navigating life and all the challenges that come your way. Point number 2, there never was and never will be a substitute for hard work. If there's anybody who's telling you otherwise, they're lying or they're living under the rock. Smart work is good, but it can only take you to some distance. If you stop working hard, if you live your life without discipline, you'll be stranded in the middle of the road. I'm talking from experience. I've seen a lot of people in my professional career. I hire, as you already heard. So I've seen lots of careers being made and being not made in front of me, right? The third, there will be days at times and even weeks when you will not enjoy what you're doing. But if what you do is aligned with your purpose, then you will find it easier to navigate through life during these tough days. Don't lose sight of the big picture, and life will be good. Trust me. Now, I'm not a management guru, and a lot of what I say is pure common sense if you actually think about it. But as we get into the day-to-day responsibilities, we tend to forget these small details. Nobody can predict the future, and it's going to look very different from all of you, as it should, right? Even if you make the same career choices, like even if half this auditorium joined the same company in the same role, your future is still going to look very different from each other. Nobody can tell you with 100% accuracy how your life is going to turn out. So don't gamble with your careers and lives based on somebody else's advice or just because your friend is asking you to do something. There are a lot of people who have expectations from you. Take the time to invest in yourself. Take the time to think about what you want to do. Take the time to introspect. In the words of great Professor Dumbledore, I'm sure some of you know him, it's our choices, Harry, that define who we really are far more than our abilities. Now, most of us go into life thinking about our choices, without thinking about our choices, like a rudderless ship, just going with the flow. And it's the easy thing to do, right? Not having to make those hard choices, just going with the flow, just go to the same class that my friend is going to, just make the same career choice that my friend is making too. Like, who has the time to think about themselves, right? But I'm sure all of you are much smarter, and no matter what you do, you will give it your best. All of you, and I'm sure you've heard this 1,000 times, but you actually are the present that has the power to change the future for everybody. And I'm not just saying this because I have to say nice things to your convocation. I actually mean them. I've seen firsthand the impact people can create if they make choices that align with their purpose. So find your purpose and put your belief in that. What is it that truly makes you happy? It takes time to find your purpose in life, right? And sometimes even a little help from mentors and guides. But do that. Explore your passions. Figure out the things you're good at. And I was giving the same advice to somebody in the cafeteria about 1 hour back, but that's only because I really mean it. Think about the difference you want to make in the lives of the people around you, and then hopefully you will all see the light. I want to leave all of you with just one thought. Your journey is now beginning. Right? Use the power of choice you have to make a difference. Make informed choices, choices that help you make the world a better place for the next generation. I think it is our duty to think beyond ourselves and think about how we can make an impact by the lives we live. All the best, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chadda, for these inspiring words. I'm sure the students, the graduates, they had a lot to take from this. With this, we now end the first part of the convocation. The second part will be starting soon. The chief guest has already arrived. He should be coming to the auditorium soon. Thank you. All of you, please remain seated till we come.
से हमें तार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ। अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, तू स्वर्ग की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर्ग की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे। तेरी शरण हम, हमें तार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ। अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, मुनियों ने समझी है, मुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। मुनियों ने समझी है, मुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने। विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ। अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ।
Guest of honor, Shri Deepak Bagla, Chairperson Mrs. Malvika Rai, Chairperson Mrs. Malvika Rai, Chancellor IILM Shri Dwarkanath, members of the Board of Governors, respected parents, fellow faculty and staff colleagues, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. I, on behalf of IILM fraternity, extend a warm welcome to each one of you for the 28th annual convocation ceremony of the class of 2023. My dear graduating batch, congratulations once again. You have joined us at a time when the global pandemic was at its peak. At a time when there was uncertainty all around, you have taken the right decision by investing in education. The transition from online to hybrid to offline mode of teaching learning did not come easy, but you showed great resilience, supported each other, managed time efficiently, and emerged as achievers. We are proud of you. On this very special day, we are honored to have with us Mr. Deepak Bagla, Managing Director, CEO of Invest India. So we are grateful to you for sparing your time for us. Mr. Bagla holds a bachelor's degree with honors in economics from St. Stephen's, followed by a double master's in international diplomacy and international trade and finance from the School of Foreign Services, Georgetown University, Washington, D.C. With a rich career spanning over 3 decades, he is an authority in the area of fintech and private equity. He started his career with the World Bank, Washington, D.C., moved over to Citibank Global Corporate and Investment Banking Group, was with the group for a fairly long time, heading various prestigious positions across Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. Mr. Bagla is a member of Government of India's High-Level Committee on Financing and Infrastructure. He's a member of Banking and Finance Committee of Bureau of Indian Standards. He's also on the board of trustees set up by the government to prescribe corporate governance standards for independent directors. He's also the president of Geneva-based World Association of Invest Promotion Agencies with a membership of over 100 countries. So we are delighted to have you with us. Mr. Bagla will be delivering today's convocation address, but before that, may I request Professor Dr. Sujata Shahi to say a few words, our Vice Chancellor, IILM University, to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Chandra. Good afternoon, everyone. Shri Deepak Wagla, our chief guest, Mrs. Malvika Rai, chairperson, Professor Patnam Dwarkanath, Pro-Chancellor, IILM University, Professor Chandra, Director, IILM Institute of Higher Education, members of Board of Governors, distinguished guests, proud parents, faculty members, and dear graduating students. On behalf of the entire IILM family, I extend a warm welcome to each one of you to the convocation ceremony of the class of 2023. Congratulations for successfully completing your journey at IILM and stepping into the next phase of your lives. We sincerely thank your parents, guardians, faculty members, and staff members for their immense support to you in pursuing your studies to completion. I wish you joy and success in the journey that lies ahead to you. As you reflect on your time at IILM, I am sure you cannot help but feel a mix of emotions, nostalgia for the memories you made here, gratitude for the friends you have made, and excitement for the adventure that lie ahead. This convocation marks the culmination of years of your hard work and dedication. Each one of you have come a long way, and you should be immensely proud of your achievements. Today, we are honored to have the esteemed presence of Sri Deepak Wagla. Sir, we are humbled by your presence here today, and we thank you for taking the time from your busy schedule to grace this occasion. Please allow me to highlight some of IILM's achievements in the past year. With the establishment of our universities in Gurugram and Greater Noida, we have strived to provide comprehensive choices to our students, empowering them to pursue their passions and achieve their career goals. Through our diverse courses in management, engineering, law, social science, and liberal arts, we have endeavored to create a conducive environment for learning and growth. At the heart of IILM's progress lies an unwavering commitment to academic excellence. With the team of dedicated and experienced faculty members, we ensure that our curriculum stays current, integrating the latest developments in the various fields, which aligns perfectly with the principles of new education policy. We take immense pride in nurturing graduates who are not only knowledgeable in their respective domains, but also possesses critical thinking skills, cultural awareness, and adaptability. By integrating liberal education into our curriculum, we aim to foster a generation of well-rounded individuals who can contribute meaningfully to society. We have collaborated with IBM, KPMG, Infosys, Microsoft, Dell to align our curriculum with tech trends and demands, helping students develop skills that they are highly sought after the employers in the industry. Introducing courses like drone technology, cybercrime will create a well-prepared and future-ready workforce, stimulate innovation, address societal changes, and contribute to the growth and progress of industries and economies. The new education policy has been embraced wholeheartedly at IILM University. We offer our students the flexibility to choose from 4-year undergraduate programs with the multiple entry and exit options. This approach ensures that students can pursue their passions and explore various academic disciplines without rigid constraints. Last year has witnessed a great focus on building research facilities by providing resources and databases. During the past 1 year, Faculty members and research scholars of the university have published over 180 research papers in peer-reviewed and Scopus-indexed journals, and 147 papers were presented in national and international seminars and conferences. As a part of our global outlook, we have forged strong partnerships with renowned international universities. Through student exchange program and cross-cultural experiences, our learners gain exposure to diverse perspectives. This enriches their understanding of global dynamics, preparing them to thrive in an increasingly interconnected world. Sir, today, 226 students of the class of 2023 are being awarded degree diploma in management, making a significant milestone in their lives. Dear students, the world you step into today is full of uncertainties and complexities and rapid changes, but do not let that daunt you. You are prepared to face the challenges ahead because IILM has equipped you with a strong foundation. Always remember the core values and ethics that this institution has instilled in you. As you set forth into the world, I urge you to follow your dreams and never be afraid to take risks. Success may not always come easy, but every failure will be a stepping stone to greater achievements. While striving the personal success, do not forget the importance of giving back to society. Be responsible global citizens and use your knowledge and skills to make a positive impact on the world around you. At the end, I would like to say, believe in yourself, stay focused, and remain humble. Remember that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and today you take that step into a world of endless possibilities. Once again, congratulations to class of 2023. Be connected with us. Be connected with your alma mater. Come and guide your juniors as a responsible leaders in society. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Mr. Deepak Bagla, Mr. P. Dwarkanath, and Dr. V. Chandra to kindly come forward to award the certificates of merit to the area toppers, the best summer internship project, and the best dissertation. For finance and accounting, Ankit Singh. For marketing and sales, Nupur Maheshwari. For technology and operations, Sanjit Jain. For OB and HR, Muskan Agarwal. For General Management Family Business, Shyam Drolia. The recipient of the Best Summer Internship Project goes to Muskan Agarwal and Kangan Kohli. The Best Dissertation Award goes to Rishabh Jain. That's Kangan Kohli. I request our chairperson, ma'am, Mrs. Malvika Rai, to kindly join us on stage to present the meritorious students of IILM who have been adjudged for the award of Dr. Kulwant Rai Gold, Silver, and Bronze Medal in 2 categories. One for overall excellence in academics and co-curricular activities, and the other for outstanding academic excellence. The Dr. Kulwant Rai Bronze Medal for overall excellence in academics and co-curricular activities goes to Rashi Bansal. The Dr. Kulwant Rai Silver Medal for overall excellence in academics and co-curricular activities goes to Bhavya Agarwal. The Dr. Kulwant Rai Gold Medal for overall excellence in academics and co-curricular activities goes to Muskan Agarwal. The Dr. Kulwant Rai Bronze Medal for academic excellence goes to Rishabh Jain. The Dr. Kulwant Rai Silver Medal for academic excellence goes to Shruti Mathur. The Dr. Kulwant Rai Gold Medal for academic excellence goes to Nupur Maheshwari. Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir, for presenting the awards. Congratulations to all the award winners. This concludes the award ceremony. Madam Vice Chancellor, may I now request you to award the postgraduate degree in management to all the graduates who are present here.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor, I award the postgraduate degree in management to all students who fulfill the requirements of the program and present here. I pray that forever in your life and conversations you prove worthy of the same.
Madam, may I now request you to award the postgraduate degree in management in absentia to the graduates who could not be present in person today.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor, I award the postgraduate degree and diploma in management in absentia to all those successful students who are not present in person at this ceremony. I pray that forever in your life and conversations you prove worthy of the same. Sir, may I now request you to kindly deliver your convocation address.
Don't be fooled by just one sheet. It'll go on for at least an hour. But before I say anything, class of 2023, congratulations. Well done. And I must tell you, it's a big moment not just for you. It's a big moment for your parents. They're all there, and congratulations to all of you. I know what has gone in to make that happen. I'm a father myself. And I just attended my son's graduation 2 weeks ago. And I think I was crying more than he was. But it is a very big moment. But before that, Madam Chairperson, and all of you, and this entire administration, congratulations. It's not easy to build an institution. More so, it's not easy to create a credible institution. And more importantly, it's very difficult to create an institution with respect. Congratulations to all of you. It is huge. And what I must say there to all of you, the graduating class, you're privileged. You're one of the privileged few in this country and globally. And in many ways, there lies a lot of burden on your shoulders. So let me tell you the burden, which is what I'm talking of. And ma'am, you spoke so well about trying to tell them what the values of life are. And I think those are the most important things which come about. And ma'am, thank you very much for that introduction. I could not recognize myself when you were saying some of those things. But let me start by the first point. You are now at one of the most important inflection points in your life. It's the most important inflection point. And at all inflection points, the most interesting thing is many of us still want to hold on to the stories of the past. They give you comfort. But then those who want to take on and adopt the stories of the future are the ones which go ahead. That is what an inflection point is about. And when I tell you that you are at one of the most important inflection points, and why for me, in many ways we envy you as we pass on the baton to all of you, is because you are at an inflection point of a country which itself is going through one of the most important inflection points in its history. You know what India is undergoing today is the most unprecedented transformation, both in terms of scale and pace. But even within that transformation, where we are today in that is one of the most important inflection points. And I'll tell you why I'm saying that. 95% of India, 95% of this superpower in making will be made in the next 9,000 days. Each one of you are the architect of it. My senior, Mr. Rai, is sitting here. We've done our bit. We will continue. But this is a time when you will create a superpower. When you have that opportunity, I don't know, there is this beautiful song by Whitney Houston, One Moment in Time. And when I'm a little down, I always listen to it. And one line in it goes that you can be more than you thought you could be. This is that moment for you. Use it wisely, use it judicially. Because you are no longer being watched only in your classroom, in your city, in your college, in your family, but the entire world is your stage. And when I want to tell you what that inflection point is about, let me give you a quick history of what may happen in India in the next 9,000 days. And if I may say so, I believe what will happen in India in the next 9,000 days. Just in the past 100 months, you moved ahead of Russia, Italy, Brazil, France, and UK in terms of your GDP in 100 months. No country in the world ever in history has moved its GDP at such a pace in such a short period of time. Your first trillion happened in 2007. It took you about 70 years. 47 was the one you got it. Your second trillion was 2015, 8 years. Your third trillion, 2020, 5 years. Your fourth trillion will be next year, in 4 years. But I'll tell you how it is moving. Your seventh, eighth, and ninth trillion will happen in less than 20 months each. This juggernaut is now on the move. And I'll tell you why I'm giving you those figures. If I look at the average growth rate, and each one of you are master strategists, because as I was seeing a large number of you are consulting and you're doing your MBA, let us look at the average growth rate of my states, each of my states, from 2014 to 2019. I have 22 states which grew at an average of above 10%. In fact, 3 of them grew at over 13%. If I just take the average growth rate of those states, and for each of those states, and I project it for 9,000 years, 9,000 days, that takes me to $42 trillion on 15th August 2047. That's when you will turn 100 years. The balance 9 states, which are between 7 to 10%, will give me another 9 trillion. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to tell you, in your own life, what you will be creating is a value of over $47 trillion in the next 9,000 days. And the world GDP on 15th August 2047 is supposed to be anywhere about $200 to $225 trillion. What that means is it has taken us 300 years to come back to a share of 20 to 25% of the world GDP. The last time it happened was in 1750. You will be doing that for us on 15th August 2047. This responsibility sits on the shoulder of each one of you. That growth is now in your hands. And what is propelling that growth, and to my mind, one of the biggest things, and it is very important for each one of you as you move out into this world, is what is India well acknowledged for today? Is extreme entrepreneurship. I call it an extreme entrepreneurship, and I'm not just talking of startups, and that is included in this. I have 64 million registered MSMEs in India. 64 million. If I add the unregistered, I'd go to about 120 million. By the way, if I take it further, I have 333 million self-employed professionals in India. 333 million. Many of you will be a part of that engine of growth. And remember why I call this segment as my heartbeat of India. Because close to a third of my GDP comes from the MSMEs. Close to 36% of my manufacturing comes from these heartbeats. And over 40% of my exports comes from them. Just imagine when each one of you is empowered. Very well known for is frugal innovation. You know what frugal innovation actually means is a mindset of getting a job done. This of the resources which are available for you. This is the strength of India. This is what got you through the worst ever disaster in history when I talk about COVID. The worst ever, World Bank had said that the future of the world depends upon how India manages that virus. And nor did you only manage it well, you supported the rest of the world to do it.
the world's largest food program, the world's largest vaccine program, the world's largest water resource program. I don't think many of you know that the Jal Jeevan Mission, even during the midst of that COVID, reached to the homes of 100 million individuals to get them a tap of water. And just tell me, it's not just putting a tap there, laying a pipe, it's storage, it's water treatment, everything involved, in the midst of that COVID. And let me tell you, because you're students of business, the focus was both on life and livelihood. And when I came to livelihood, 2000, we started with just about 50 million depository accounts. Why is depository account important? Because each one of your MBA graduates, you know where investments are going to come in from. Last year in September, we had 100 million. Just in 30 months. So when I tell you this juggernaut is on the move, and the one who's going to pick up the pace and take it forward, it's going to be each one of you. And you have to play that role to make that happen. But what is interesting is that never before in the history of civilization has an individual been so empowered. Never before. Think about it. You want me to say something? Use this mic? After 1 minute. Thank you. I'll use this mic after 1 minute, just remind me. But what has happened is that the pillar of digitization, and think if the virus had hit us in 2014, when you did not have that level of digitization in the world. How would we have done it? Today, you're the largest country not yet on the net, but you're the second largest on the net. But every second, 3 new people are joining that net in India, and 2 of them from a village. And 11% of the world's population lives in our villages. So when I tell you we're at an inflection point which impacts not just you, your families, and your entire city and your country, it is because 20% of the world's human resource is in India today. And in some manner or the other, you impact each one of them. I come from a land of foreign investment, which is what I'm responsible for. Today, 163 countries have trusted you with their money, with their investment, and their future. It's in your hands now. And more importantly, this much, we touched $1 trillion of FDI cumulatively from 1947. This is the first time. 60% of that came in the last 100 months. Is that 1 minute over? Should I move to the other mic? Not yet. The reason why I'm telling you about digitization is, it has empowered each one of you. That small little phone you have in your hand is more powerful than software and the computer which sent the man to moon in Apollo 18. Now just imagine what that digitization has done in India. It is empowering 1.4 billion engines of growth. Each, we will be 1.6 billion on 15th August 2047. 21% of the world's workforce and 20% of the world's middle class will be India. You will be there. We may not be. Can you now imagine the enormity of what stands in front of you? You will be leading the universe. Keep that in mind, because that is what is going to take forward. Now just for a few points for the next 9,000 years. The first is, you are entering a world where everything is possible, but nothing is certain. Take a minute to see that. Add that the empowerment which each one of you have in your own hand. And you've seen that power. You all use your social media. You've seen how impact what you can make, even as an individual, what you can do. Empower yourself to make and see how you can contribute and make that engine grow. But most importantly, in a world where everything is possible and nothing is certain, the only thing which will remain your certainty is your own values. And ma'am, you mentioned about that. Find your purpose. This is what I see is one of the biggest things of your generation. I remember when we started in West India, we have about 480 with an average age of 29, each one coming from prestigious schools. And the only reason they came, and each one had taken a huge pay cut, they all wanted and had a purpose to make India happen. Whatever your purpose be, stick to that. Redefine what you mean by success. Success is no longer going to be the paycheck you get when you start a job. That is going to change very fast. You want to stay steady on that course, and you want to do it well. Keep that in mind. And number two, you moved out of your classrooms, but now starts the real education for you. It's a very winding road. Be ready for any turn, be open for it, and make an opportunity out of everything which you come through. Very, very critical. And as I see it, I know many of you have joined consulting, but as I look forward, I see many of you doing things on your own, because that is where India is headed towards, and more so for each one of you who are the privileged few of this one. And we've all been talking about it. ChatGPT. You all know it. Is it taking away jobs? Of course it is. Will it take 36 months or will it take 60 months to get general intelligence? Or will it take 72 months to get super intelligence? The fact is, it will happen. Maybe in 50 months, maybe in 72 months. That is going to be one of the biggest shifts, not just in education, but in every aspect of our life. Until now, the one who got the highest marks was the one who knew all the answers. From now, the one who will get the highest salary is the one who knows how to ask the right questions. All the answers are no longer going to be at a premium. But the lesson there is that what you will see with ChatGPT happening, a large number of intermediary jobs will go away. One easy way to look at yourself in the next 10 years, see how a national income is created, a grid, how it is calculated. Sorry, this is not for the parents, this is for the geniuses who are sitting with us. See where you fit into that. And you know, I spent my entire life in banking. Unfortunately, banking doesn't feature there. Banking and insurance is not a part of that because they don't add value. Or they don't create value. We think we add value. Keep that in mind. Do something which adds value. And finally, what is going to happen on that the shift of value is going to happen to the person who has created that value. So when a handloom weaver in Chennai is going to be dealing directly with the purchasing person in Paris, which is already started, by the way, the value will go directly to them. And one big thing about e-commerce is that as a retail company, when there was no e-commerce, a retail entity would have its business around 2 to 3 kilometers radius maximum. Today, that is at 1,200 to 1,500 kilometers. And that is going to keep expanding. So keep that in mind as you draw these things. The third most important, and I'm just going to be touching upon some of the core elements on which we've all based our lives, is going to be mobility. One of the biggest strengths of India is its ability to adopt technology and adapt to technology. That's why we are the fastest adapters. And it's a social science requirement that one of the reasons why that happens is because we have one of the highest mobility societies in the world. Do you want to take a guess in 2019, how many people in that year traveled on our railways? We have a population of 1.4 billion today, right? And I'm taking 2019 because it's just a year before COVID. I just want to be fair on that one. 8 billion people traveled on your railways officially. You moved the entire planet. And the reason why I tell you that is because in the next 9,000 days, one of the biggest changes which is going to happen in mobility. Especially when I look at the next 3,000 to 6,000 days. Imagine if you can do Delhi, New York, morning, evening. It's not science fi. And now as business students, think of how it will change business. Think how it will change your lives. Because this is a reality. So keep that in mind. And you know, many of you must be thinking he's talking completely off the mind. I'm telling you things which have actually been tested, which are now waiting for business execution. Last, because I know, Anil, you gave me 20 minutes and I'm at minute 18, but 2 minutes were taken away. So. The most important thing, life expectancy. How long are you going to live? You know, in 1947, when we got independence, our life expectancy was just about 32 years, 35. Today, it is 70. In the next 2,000 days, and I'm not even taking you to 3,000 days, you might be preparing for a life of 3 figures. Prepare your run for that. It is very critical, not just for our generation, but for all of you. This is going to be a serious reality of life, which is going to change. You know, I said 3 figures because it's difficult for me to say 100 years. For all of you, it'll be a common number. And if, because of my age, if I have to leave just one thought, and if you let me indulge you with that, just keep one thing with you, and ma'am, you alluded to it. Gratitude. I know this is the only first generation where you people know more than us. We have to learn from you. But if with my experience I can just leave one thought, never forget gratitude to everyone and to anything that may help you steer the course. And now back to Whitney Houston and that moment in time. And one beautiful thing she says is, when all your dreams are a heartbeat away and you're racing with destiny, you, the class of 2023, are racing with destiny. And all of us and our futures are dependent on you. So do it well, and best of luck.
Sorry.
declare the convocation closed. I request everybody to rise for the national anthem.
भारत भाग्य विधाता